people. And I tell you that even though, so we're at Millsbar. My mother is gone a foreign in a freezing cold. The December, she sent barrel come for us. My father got on a Jonestown for the barrel, and sister she sent one whole heap of food, rice and flour, corn, meal, oil, you name it. And she did put 1 and 2 pieces of clothes in it. I never forget she did send me a wedge heel, black and white shoes. High, you know, man, about 6 inches, you know. I don't know how me da walking at that. Me about 12 them time. Yeah. But I don't know where she got the stuff. Would you believe? My father got on a Jonestown and say, I where send this for? We should send them here come here so far. After them a pitney and a starve. The man sent that and left every food and everything. The only thing him take up was the 2 pieces of clothes and the shoes to me. And leave my mother hard earned money down in a Jonestown. Now, Mark, you know, my father do run beef shop and bar, and I only give you every week £1 of meat and some cents or some dollars. Right? Him never yet give you a whole 3 whole barrel of food. And the man got on there and said, we shall send them a come for and left the whole thing with the people of Jonestown. You know, so when him come back and him a tell my auntie them a story and me and listen me and hear me, I say, you know, me little bit, me can't even say nothing, but me tell the people, me vex. If you cut me, you don't find no blood in me, the way me vex. And me telling her, say, that day there was a turning point for me too, with my father. You know, when something turn up in a year and it just turn, identify that day there when him do that as a day when just wasn't the same. No, it's like in that moment, I could have feel my mother pain when she did have to leave him and why she had to leave him. When me hear him, I get the story and I say that. But you know, God is good. Yeah, because I go through some things in the house there and I tell you no things I don't want to talk about. But when me 15, the man throw me out. And people me tell you say, God is good. Sometimes there's some place and you go through some things and him just decides if to move you out. Well, throw me out. With me and I don't see me in a grip them time there. My knapsack and my suitcase. And another cousin with me at the time, I will march it down the hill. But that was a chapter. Now we're talking about my mother. I'll give you the story about my father and I'll fledge it out more for you. But I saw my mother 3 times after she left. Now remember, she get a 1-entry visa because our friend them encourage it and support it. I saw her 3 times after that. The first time I saw her was when I was 17 years old. I was pregnant. She came back to Jamaica to pick up her green card. And for sure, now again, oh, God is good. The embassy turned her down for the green card. She gets stuck at Jamaica. She was stuck here for about 6 months. But in that period that she was stuck here, she really helped me out with my daughter. Of course, she did bring down barrel. So she did bring down clothes and something for my daughter. That was my daughter Tony and the first one. So she bring clothes and ties and whatever. I tell you, you name it, we did get it, man. We get her some sexy nighty, man. In the hospital, I was the sexiest thing ever. And she stayed for 6 months, helped me get back on my feet and went in back to school. Because I was actually in 6th form when I got pregnant, lower 6. But she helped me for the 6 months and then she appealed to the embassy and she get the green card eventually and she went back to America. Of course she went back to America, but I tell you she supported me and Tony and right through. We got barrel, we get money, and that was part of her sending me the barrel with the food and clothes for Tony. We never shopped for food and clothes when my mother was alive. So for those years I was able to save on food and clothes. I never knew what the inside of a clothes store looked like, or a toy store, or any of those things for Tony and myself, because my mother made sure we got those barrels. We got like 3 barrels every single year. We got those barrels. The other time I saw her, I had bought a house. So when I was about About those when I was 23. So she came back about 25 when I was 25. And what I remember, she wasn't the same. It's like she was sickly. She kept taking a lot of tablets before she could eat. Like she was taking for diabetes, high blood pressure, all kind of things. About 10 tablets my mother had to be taking before she could eat food. And I remember saying to her, listen, you need to come home because we have a house now. We have somewhere to live. So you don't need to be in America stressing yourself. But you see, she wanted us to come to America. That was her dream. She said, no, Claudia, I have to finish the filing. I file for now already. Because when she did go back up, she filed for the same time. But you know, say America for them system going to take 10 years before. Because we're over 18. My brother and I were over 18. So she filed for me first. She went back up when I was 17. Me and my brother. But, you know, say, them and them long filing. Your life goes on. And you forget about this filing. And for me personally, I went on with my life. Bought a house. I had my daughter. I was doing my studies. And I was just getting on with my life. Wasn't waiting on no green card. Right? But she kept saying that no, she have to go back because she filed for where she have to see through. Well, people, when I was 27 years old, the filing paper did come to me. Never forget it. I was a telephone operator at the insurance company, 6 St. Lucia Avenue, sitting at my desk. The papers came about 3 weeks before I got a phone call that my mother had died. She suffered a stroke, fall down in the bathroom, suffered a massive stroke. And 3 days later, she was dead. As I sat there, I remember saying, gosh, why didn't she listen to me? Why didn't she come home when she could have? You know, not saying that she couldn't get a stroke in Jamaica, but at least I would have been there to take care of her. But that never happened. The final time I saw my mother was in a dream. I was sleeping. I was living in Fairview Park in Spanish Town, where I bought my first house. And she came to me in a dream. This is after she died now, because she died in 1994. She came to me, and she came to my bedside. I had a barrel, one of her same barrel that she said at my bed foot in my room. And she came around to the side, and she put on a baby at my foot. And the baby kept saying, Claudia, Claudia, Claudia. And me tell you people, me friends, until, you know, you dream and you choke and you try to come up out of this dream and you can't come up. Me swear me I dead. I scream out for Tony and I scream out for Tony and till eventually Tony and come run from out our room. Because we live in a 2-bedroom house at Fairview Park. And me tell Tony and the dream and we did it the night and we discussed it and we talk about it. And I said, Tony, just sleep with me in my bed tonight. Sleep with me in my bed. I guess Tony sleeping in my bed never but I come home. I said the thing frightened me. And people, I am here to tell you that the following year I have a baby born. 1995 July. Yeah. My mother died July 1994. And she a dreamer. She dreamed me, them would I say. And I had a baby July 1995. God is good. You know, God is good. So, what have I learned? What did I learn? I learned that, for one thing, that your children bring you joy. So their accomplishments bring you joy. When I passed my common entrance, my mother was so happy. And even I have my own children, and when they accomplish something, I am really so happy. You know, it's like every exam them do is me doing the exam, people. So me ever try to pass the exam too with them, right? I also learned though not to leave my children. So in other words, if me go foreign, me have to carry them with me. Me not go if me not carry them with me. Me not tell a lie. And because of that, I carry Tony, and Tony is like handbag. Every time people see me, them say, oh, Tony. Them see me, them say, oh, Rachel. Oh, look who her name again, Rachel. Because Once them see me, them see them. Them is like handbag. Me not sending my picnic on a bus go home by themselves. No. Them have to come on the bus with me and go home. Come on the bus with me and go school and go back for them. Me not send them. You understand? So, I don't know. Maybe them say I'm overprotective. But I guess, you learn your experiences make you do certain things. Remember, that's how we started, talking about your experiences and the people around you, how them influence you, right? I learned that children need stability and support to thrive. In the period when my mother left, I had a serious meltdown. Hair drop off of my head, all kind of things. So I learned that, right? I also learned not to give up my power to a man. But, ladies and gentlemen, this video has been way too long. Thank you for staying with me. But in the fourth part of this series here about my mother, I'm going to fledge out all the things that I learned from my experience for the time that I had my mother. And I also want you to do this exercise. I want you to think of the first memory of your mom. First memory. And track it all the way through. Even if your mother is still with you now or if she's not with you, it doesn't matter. But track it all the way through. And then you're going to just look at the things that she taught you. Right? Look at the things that even if she didn't teach them to you directly, but indirectly, you learned that, and it has somehow influenced your behavior. And you hit me up in the comment section and let me know about it. All right? So I see you in the next video.